Hello everyone, welcome and thanks so much for stopping by. It is Beach Week on my channel. I'm doing something a little different for myself. I have 3 different beach themed stamp sets that I will be using to make cards at 2 different levels. A simple and then a more involved one with an interactive feature. So for today's card, I'm going to be focusing on the Ocean Minded stamp set from Gina K. It is such a great stamp set to make really beautiful cards simply. So here are the 3 cards that we're going to be making today, starting with the simple card. Here's how we start with that card. So guess who didn't notice she did not press record? Yes, this girl right here. So let me walk you through the process. So I ink blended those 3 blue ink colors, and then I came in with the tea dye. These are all Oxide inks, and then I did the sand part. I took a paintbrush, diluted the Oxide ink with some water to splatter on some little sand bits along with the Dr.Ph Martin White Bombay India ink. So now I am trimming that panel to create 2 smaller panels so that I can get 2 cards out of this. I put it in my stamping platform. I'm using Versamark ink because I'm going to be white embossing this. So I'm pressing it very well because there's a lot of detail in this stamp. So I'm bringing in the white embossing powder, which is also from Hero Arts. So sprinkling it liberally. So I put both of my panels attached to the clipboard so that I could heat emboss both panels at the same time. And look how pretty. This looks beautiful just like it is, right? But we're going to add a sentiment and a couple of things. So I inked up the sentiment in Distress Oxide ink and then in Versamark ink for the little footprints because I want to use Hero Arts sand embossing powder, and I love this stuff. So I'm careful that I don't get it on the sentiment. And then I do the same thing for the second panel, but this time instead of the footprints, I'm using the little paw prints. So I stamped the paw prints twice for both the little, or not both the feet, but all 4 feet. And then I'm adding the sand embossing powder to that as well. And then I'm going to heat it off camera. I'm going to add some details to these panels by bringing in the tea dye Distress Oxide ink and a small brush, and I'm going to add some of this to that edge of where the sand meets the water, and that creates a bit of depth. And so I'm going to take that microfiber cloth and remove any of that excess ink, and so that will clean off any of that ink that's remaining on that embossing, but still allow for those images to just really pop. And this is such a beautiful detail. Okay, so next I am going to go ahead and take this embossing dauber, which has embossing ink inside, and I'm running across all of the 4 edges because I want to add some of that Hero Art sand embossing powder to the edges. And so what this will do is this will sit behind the little panels that we just did and kind of frame the outside of those panels with a bit of sand. So with this particular embossing powder, you have to emboss from the back first so the powder bits don't go flying everywhere. So now that I've done that, I can finish it off by embossing here in the front. And the results are so cool. I love that sand embossing on the perimeter. I'm going to add some tape adhesive to the back of these front panels, remove the liner, and then adhere them to the sand panel. And so there you can see how cool it just frames those front panels. I'm going to go ahead and adhere them to A2 size, which is 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch card bases. And since these are a bit smaller, I'm going to go ahead and trim the card base on my trimmer, just like that, and they will still fit beautifully in an A2 envelope. And there are the 2 cards, easy peasy. All right, so let's step it up with a pop-up element. Okay, so now I'm going to walk you through what I did with the first card that I forgot to record. So I'm taking the 3 colors of Peacock Feathers, Salty Ocean, and Mermaid Lagoon, and I'm ink blending them on the bottom of this Bristol Smooth cardstock panel. Now for this card, I only want a little bit of water showing, so I'm keeping this blue part just to the bottom of this panel. I'm going back and forth and making sure that I have a good blend, and then I'm taking the second panel and I'm going to do the same. So I'm lining them up just to make sure that the water line is pretty much equal among both panels, because these are going to be inner panels for the inside of the card. They're going to be side by side. So I want them to be as, seamless as possible. Okay, so I am just double checking and adding a little bit more ink to make sure they're as even as possible. Now I'm ready to go ahead and add that sand part. So I'm using the Distress Oxide tea dye to ink blend the sand on the rest of this panel. I'm going to take some vintage photo and add some splatter, and I'll do the same thing with the Dr.Ph Martin White Bombay India ink. So we'll dilute it with a little bit of water and then speckle it on to the sand, and I will set these aside and let them dry. So here are the 3 panels, so the top panel and then these 2 that are going to be the inside panel, all ready to go. So now I'm going to ink up the inside middle panel, the fold line, because this is going to show, and so I don't want a big white line in the middle. So I am kind of matching it up with the 2 panels so that when those 2 panels are put in, the whole thing will be seamless, and that's the look that I'm going for, which you will see in a moment. So I'll add that panel and the other panel, and you can see seamless, and that's what I was going for. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp and heat emboss the ocean wave part, and then color in all the images that I'm going to use with the Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers. And here are all the dyes and the colored images that I'm going to use, and of course don't forget your little yellow polka dot bikini. So I'm going to be using this Adirondack chair for the pop-up element. Now this particular chair is no longer available. I've had it for a while, but I will list an Adirondack chair that is available. It is from Karen Burniston as well, so it's very similar but easier to assemble. So before I glue everything down, I just want to make sure that the mechanism is in the right place. Once I have everything ready to go, then I can go ahead and remove the liner on the other side and then place it to the middle fold of the card. And then I'm also going to take that supporting structure that is in the middle, remove the liner, and then secure it to the middle of the card, and this works to support the chair to the card. So now I want to make sure that all the folds are well creased so that the chair can pop out and fold in easily. And what inspired me to put this Adirondack chair in there was one of the sentiments in the stamp set that reads, "Your only worry should be if the tide is going to reach your chair." And so, of course, that's what inspired me to add this chair in here, and I thought it was really cool. So now I'm adding all the little bits and pieces into the inside of this card. And so usually what I do is lay things out, and then I will start to glue things down. Now you'll notice that I put the bikini on with some purple tape, and that's because anytime I have an element like this that moves, I put it on with purple tape just to make sure that when I open and close the mechanism that things are not going to be in the way And so that's what I'm doing here, just making sure that the little bikini pieces are not in the way. Once I'm good to go, then I will go ahead and glue everything down and secure it. And of course, test the mechanism. Now, the front panel, I'm going to be adding some little footprints leading up to the water, or the water's edge. So I'm going to use that sand embossing powder again for the little footprints, and I'm going to heat set that. So next, I decided to ink blend another little panel so that I could add the sentiment on the front that reads "Time to Relax." I will heat set that. And then I had a little helper come in, my little grand puppy, my son's dog, Arlo, who's a little husky and always wants to come in and help me with cards. So he came in there. So now I have that sentiment ready. I'm going to add that front panel to the card base and press it down well. And of course, here comes my helper who wants to also help press it down. So now I'm going to take that sentiment panel and add some foam adhesive to pop it up. And just like that. So I'll remove the liner and then put it in place, and I'll trim off the excess. So now the last thing to do is those final details. So I will take the black gel pen and color in the shades to make them dark and glossy. And then also add a little detail to the little seahorse on the eyes. I will take the white gel pen and add some little highlights to the crab and a few other of the elements. And these little details is what really, you know, make the card even more special. I just really love this stamp set. I think you can make the most beautiful, simple cards with this. And here are the cards that we made today. So 2 really simple cards and then 1 with the pop-up feature. So fun. So I will leave you with some final looks at the cards for today. And it definitely makes me want to be at the beach. And don't forget your teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. Thanks so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting. I will be back for day 2 with another and different beach theme stamp for us to play with. If you would like to watch any more videos, here are a couple suggestions for you. Thanks. Until next time. Bye.